You who eats cabbage, do you know the benefits of eating cabbage? And you who don't want to eat cabbage, do you know the benefits of adding cabbage to your diet? Stay with your lady Salome in this video as I talk about the benefits of cabbage and ways you could add cabbage to your diet. Stay tuned. Hello, lovely people. Welcome to Ezra Wellness, where you learn proven ways to healthy living. This is your lady Salome Adamako. I'm a nurse by profession and a certified functional nutrition counselor. In today's video, I'm talking about cabbage and its benefits and ways that you could add cabbage to your diet. You know, cabbage belongs to the vegetable family that is called the cruciferous. That includes your cauliflower, your broccoli, your Brussels sprout, your kale. They all belong to the same family. And this family is a family of vegetables that have a lot of goodness, and cabbage belongs to it. But today I want us to talk specifically about cabbage. Cabbage comes either green, or you could also find red cabbage. And the red cabbage, as we know the color shows, is loaded with more antioxidants compared to the green. So when you take a cup of shredded cabbage or cooked cabbage, you have protein in there. Yes, cabbage have protein. You have your calcium in there, you have potassium, you have magnesium, you have manganese, you have vitamin K, vitamin C, fiber, vitamin B6, and many more other nutrients loaded in the cup of cabbage. So now, let's dig into the benefits and why you should be adding cabbage to your diet, and you who is eating cabbage, why you should continue enjoying it. Point number one, cabbage promotes healthy heart. You know, studies have shown that cabbage have anti-inflammatory property. It's loaded with polyphenols and another antioxidant called anthocyanin that is mostly found in the red cabbage. Studies have shown that these antioxidants help to decrease inflammation. You know, these days, as studies have been going on, we've realized that most of the chronic diseases that we see out there, especially for cardiovascular diseases, have been linked to chronic inflammation that goes on in the blood vessels over time. Then the disease will manifest. Because of this anti-inflammatory property of the cabbage, when you add it into your diet, it helps to decrease this risk of having heart disease. Another study also shows that when you add cabbage and that cruciferous vegetables like your Brussels sprouts, your cauliflower, your broccoli to your diet, it helps to decrease your risk for cancer. Because these vegetables contain sulfur, and these sulfur chemicals have been seen to be the one that is really the anti-cancer property. So when you add it in, and even if you have some cancer that is already in existence, studies show that it lowers the proliferation of the cancer and the progression of it. So if you happen to be diagnosed with any kind, adding these kind of vegetables to your diet might be a great idea. Another thing that cabbage also do is that cabbage help to lower blood cholesterol. You know, cabbage have soluble fiber, and this soluble fiber, when you eat it, it moves on to your intestines and it binds onto the cholesterol that the bowel will put it in the intestines. Because of that, you are not able to reabsorb it back into your bloodstream to raise your cholesterol, but you go to the bathroom and you poop it out. Because of that, it helps to decrease your blood cholesterol. Another way that cabbage decreases the blood cholesterol is cabbage contains plant sterol, and plant sterol is the plant cholesterol. And studies show that when you add this to your diet, it helps to decrease your blood cholesterol. So cabbage containing this, adding it to your diet is a great idea. Point number three, cabbage has also been seen to have good effect on our digestive system. When I say that, because of the anti-inflammatory properties of cabbage, when you have a lot of GI issues like ulcers, or let's say you have inflammatory conditions in your GI tract, adding cabbage to your diet is not a bad idea. When you add cabbage to it, it helps to decrease this inflammation that is going on, and if there are ulcers, it helps with the healing and all that. So adding cabbage to your diet if you have gastric issues or stomach issues is not a bad idea. Another way that cabbage also help with our digestive tract is that because of the high fiber, it helps to prevent constipation. And when you don't poop, your body tends to reabsorb back toxins that sit in the large intestines. So pooping every day is a great idea for overall health, and cabbage will help with that. Cabbage have also been seen to support brain health. Cabbage is loaded with vitamin K, and vitamin K regulates calcium activity in the brain. And this study showed that when you are getting older with dementia, Alzheimer's, and stuff like that, eating cabbage helps with this calcium regulation to help prevent these conditions. And if you're younger, adding cabbage to help with your overall brain function is a great idea. Also, cabbage helps to maintain healthy bones. We say that calcium is good for the bones and stuff, but you need your vitamin K that can also help to keep the calcium in the bones. So for healthy bone, adding cabbage to your diet is a wonderful idea. Cabbage is also loaded with a lot of vitamin C. Yes, most of the time when we talk about vitamin C, we are thinking about our oranges and citrus fruits. But cabbage is also a good source of vitamin C. And when you add vitamin C to your diet, it's a great idea because vitamin C is an immune booster. Vitamin C have been used in the treatment for wound healing. Vitamin C have also been seen for skin health because it helps to with our collagen that give our skin the elasticity and make us look younger. Because of that, adding cabbage to your diet is a wonderful idea. Cabbage also is very low in calories and is loaded with a lot of fiber. Because of that, when you eat cabbage, it helps to maintain your weight. Because one, it keeps you full for a longer period of time. And two, because it's low in calorie and everything, it helps you to lose weight. And when you finish losing the weight, it also helps you to maintain a healthy weight. Because of this, adding cabbage to your diet is a great idea. And the last thing that I would say with that is that cabbage is also very easy to add to your food. And when I say easy, I mean like the way that you could make the recipes for your cabbage. You could use the cabbage for your wrap instead of using something with flour base. You could add cabbage to your soup. You could add cabbage to your stew. You could add cabbage to your greens to make your salad taste a little crispy. Because of this, adding cabbage is a wonderful idea. And the thing that I also would say that cabbage is also very cheap. It doesn't matter where you are. You could get cabbage that is cheap to buy. And when you are buying cabbage, make sure the skins are really tight together. When they are tight together, that means the cabbage is not too old. Because when it gets too old, it gets saggy and it looks its crunchiness and everything. And then you're saying, Salome, all this is good, but is there someone out there who cannot have cabbage? Well, if you're allergic to cabbage, or if you're allergic to any of the cruciferous vegetable or cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, you want to be careful when you're eating cabbage because if you have allergy to any of them, there might be a cross allergy. If not, you're welcome to enjoy some cabbage. If you also have hypothyroid, if your thyroid hormones is already low, you want to talk to your doctor about adding cabbage to your diet. Because study shows that the family that cabbage belongs to have been seen to lower thyroid hormones even more. So if you're already having trouble in that area, you don't want to eat too much of the cabbage so that it's going to create a problem for you. Also, cabbage is loaded with a lot of vitamin K, and vitamin K is also needed for our blood clotting. Because of that, if you're somebody that is on a blood thinner like Coumadin, aspirin, or any of the blood thinners out there, you want to talk to your doctor about adding ideal amount of cabbage to your diet to see if there will be any issues. If he says there's no problems, then you could go ahead and enjoy some cabbage. One thing that I will also say is that if you're breastfeeding, you want to be careful with cabbage because of all the fibers that are in cabbage, it has been seen that it promotes bloating and gas discomfort. And it might not bother you as the mom, but it might bother the baby if you eat it. So if your baby is having a lot of issues with their stomach and you're eating a lot of cabbage as a breastfeeding mom, it could be the issue. Just check and see what you could do to balance things out so that the baby don't keep you up all night long. Now you know the benefits of cabbage and who cannot have cabbage. Now let's see, those of you out there saying, Salome, cabbage have all these great benefits. However, for me, I cannot eat cabbage. It bothers my stomach. It's very uncomfortable. Well, you cannot eat cabbage because you don't have enough of the good bacteria that will help you digest your cabbage. Because of that, cabbage eating is tough. But when you start to introduce it a little bit at a time and build your tolerance to it, you'll be able to handle cabbage. You could start with, let's say, quarter cup and build yourself to half a cup, 1/3 of a cup, and then 1 cup. And then move up as you're able to handle it. And this is how you do it. Make sure you cook your cabbage. If you cannot handle cabbage, don't eat it raw. Cook it, and after you cook it, make sure that you chew your cabbage properly. Chew it, because once you chew properly, it helps to decrease the bloating and the discomfort and the gas. And also make sure you're eating small amounts to begin with, as I explained before. And when you do this, you'll be able to handle cabbage and enjoy all the benefits that come with cabbage. The last thing I want to say is that, like with anything that is good, even though it's good, you don't want to just eat cabbage all the time. So we have realized that cabbage is good, but I want you to add it to your overall healthy diet. Continue to eat all the variety of the vegetables that you're eating and add cabbage to it most of the time. And that is how you want to eat. You don't want to stick to one specific vegetable because that is the only one that you are able to eat. Try new ones all the time because all these vegetables have different nutrients and vitamins. Use the green, use the red, use salad, use cauliflower, use Brussels sprouts, and that is how you want to eat to get a variety of the nutrients and vitamins out there. Thank you so much for watching this video. You're new to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and when you do, click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my educative videos. Until I see you in the next video, remember, this is Ezra Wellness, where you learn proven ways to healthy living. Thank you for your time.